Hi, I'm Brent March. I'm a composer, producer and sound designer, and today with Inside Audio we are working with Slate Digital to explore their brand new plugin, Custom Opto. Before we dive headfirst into the Custom Opto and how it varies from the FG2A, I just want to shed a little bit of history and light on the original LA2A, which was one of the most legendary optical compressors. Optical compressors are really unique and sort of unusual based on their circuit design. They use an electric current which causes light to glow at varying intensities, and the light is detected by a photocell, and the resulting current is used to determine the amount of reduction that is applied to the signal. Even though the speed of light is insanely fast, the LED inside of the LA2A doesn't react quickly to transients, and this gives the optical compressor a very smooth characteristic. The Custom Opto, however, has a lot more going on, so let's have a look at the features. So last year, Slate released the FG2A, which was their emulation of the legendary Teletronics LA2A, which is an optical compressor. What they've done with the Custom Opto is basically put the FG2A onto steroids and give you a lot more flexibility to tune in your own sound and just have a lot more control when it comes to mixing and creating your own sonic signature with these fantastic tone controls. Custom Opto takes all of the fullness, the tone and the warmth that the 2A is so well known for, and it basically adds these speed, ratio and tone controls to give you a degree of precision that you've never had on a typical optical compressor before. Let's dive into some examples. I'm going to explore the use of the Custom Opto on a sort of contemporary classical style track, and then I'm also going to demonstrate its parameters on a beefy modern sort of drum sample, and then we'll summarize. So what makes the Custom Opto unique straight away is the ratio control. This means that we can determine how quickly we want the circuit to respond with speed and dial in the right amount of compression, which we can't typically do with a normal optical LA2A style compressor. We can still get all of that smoothness and the classic sound of Opto, but we can now hot rod it basically with these controls to basically optimize our signal. We can then dial in the tone even further with this really great tone knob, and honestly this makes a subtle but really big difference in the context of the entire track, as you'll hear on the Mixbus example. These different profiles allow you to add different sonic and EQ-like characteristics to your signal. You can open up the top end with airy, take out some harsh frequencies with smooth, bring snap and punch with aggro, and lastly you can add vintage fatness with warm. Think of the tone as the secret sauce that just gets you that sound instantly. And lastly we have this speed control, which basically allows us to determine how fast the compressor is going to react with its attack and release parameters, which again we don't have control over with the original LA2A, or in this case the FG2A from Slate. So to summarize, I think the Custom Opto is a really great addition to the virtual mix rack. If you're an All Access member, it's fantastic to think that you keep getting these plugins for free, but I really think Slate have outdone themselves here with a plugin that no one else has ever attempted to do before. It sounds great, it's intuitive, it's really easy to use, and to get a sound that sounds unique and brilliant and doesn't really require a long plugin chain because of that tone control means that the whole mixing experience has just been made easier, faster, and more intuitive. So if you like this video, head over to the accompanying article on insideaudio.net, and I'll see you guys in the next video.